I brought some peanut butter, so
I noticed.
if I don't have anything to say, I can just kind of move my mouth and you can just do the words for me.
Yeah.
Like a dog.
It's like we're doing a 50s sitcom with a dog. What was that? Aunt May's sweet shop got vandalized.
There's tiny turds and piss everywhere.
Oh my goodness.
Who could it have been?
Probably Uncle May.
Do you think Lassie ever incriminated herself in a crime and threw herself in a well? I can't take it. I can't take the public scrutiny.
How many innocent people did Lassie implicate?
Lassie's a corrupt cop.
Yeah. He took the cheese. Lassie just has cheese around her mouth.
Yeah, that looks good.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is why Jamie's so necessary.
For 2 seconds of work at the beginning.
No, the whole time on the Joe Rogan podcast, off camera, their producer Jamie is just giving 2 thumbs up to Joe and the guest. The levels are great, guys.
I love it.
I'll be doing this for 4 more hours. Well, you guys talk about how the Sphinx is older because of the erosion.
Jamie has carpal tunnel from perpetual thumbs ups. He's just constantly trying to reassure Brendan Schwab he's not an idiot.
Jamie's head is just constantly nodding up and down. Yeah, it sounds great. It's good.
How the Joe Rogan Experience broke my bones. And not in the octagon.
It's Jamie bruised, and he's in an octagon, but he's holding a soundboard.
He's wrestling with a soundboard. It's very artistic.
And that's on the cover of a podcast monthly.
The wires are coming out.
Yeah.
And like entangling him, and he's pinned.
He's tapping out,
and that's on the cover of Podcast Monthly.
Oh my God, Joe Rogan when he quits the pod, on the cover of MMA Monthly, the cover of Time Magazine. Joe Rogan taps out, and it's him tangled up in a rope in like the audio equipment, and he's tapping.
I'm done.
He's submitting on the mat.
The big headphones are choking him out.
Yeah.
The big over the head headphones are choking him out. Yeah.
No,
it's perfect.
Joe Rogan, and he's being choked out by the people who host Guys We Fucked. And then it's the headline is The Battle for Podcast Supremacy.
No, who's going to take over when Joe Rogan's done? Is Mark Maron going to make a comeback?
I can't wait until Joe Rogan retires and then Duncan Trussell's just singing to him on mic. So one more for the road.
I can't remember what Mark Maron I was listening to lately, but they were saying that they were just at like a Salt Lake City like improv
Can I guess?
or something.
WTF.
The comic was.
Can I guess? Glow with the sound off.
I can't remember who the fuck it was. Yeah, it was. No, it was Maron.
The TV show
I was watching a Maron
on CD.
On CD. The audio from Maron. It was just the score from Maron, and then I kind of just closed my eyes and imagined.
How often are people like, I was listening to Mark Maron, and he was doing this bit, and then people are like, bits?
Bits?
Oh, I was listening to his special. Special?
Special? What's so special about him? He's just an actor.
It was a special episode of WTF?
Special episode of Glow? A very special episode of Glow?
This is the least interesting live version of WTF I've ever watched. Bring the guest out, Mark.
So when's the surprise guest?
When are you going to talk to Hari Kondabolu? He's just up here doing mediocre. No, he's doing fine. He's up here doing adequate stand-up comedy.
It's interesting.
It's fine.
It's interesting.
I would watch Mark Maron.
It's interesting. No, I like this new special actually.
It's probably good.
But the comic, I can't remember. It was a comic that I was like, oh wow, they're on there. I can't remember who the fuck it was, but
Chris Fairbanks.
He was like, yeah, I'm doing like the Salt Lake City Improv, and Mark was like, oh man, I love that room. I do it all the time. I'm like, you should not be doing the same room as this guy.
Yeah. Mark talking to me.
Yeah, it's like, Mark, know your worth. Come on, man. You really
I
want to
love,
spend that much time in Salt Lake City? I'm sure you could fill out a theater.
Yeah.
Or can you not? What's going
He
on with
probably
you,
can
Mark?
because he's like he's reformed.
He's reformed?
No, well, he's like Mark Maron's like he doesn't drink or do drugs. So maybe the Mormons
That happened pretty recently.
the Mormons, you know what I mean? They could like if the Mormons closed their eyes, they could be like, yeah, he became Christian.
Yeah, I guess he's been saved.
Yeah. Saved by the power of MeUndies. MeUndies.
Do you think Mark is ever on stage and then like 30 minutes in, he's like, all right, guys, MeUndies.
In Utah.
He's like, oh, wait, hold on.
In Utah, they call them R-undies. Because they have the whole special underwear shit.
Yeah, he starts trying to sell underwear, and they're like, we already have enough.
We have enough.
We gotta buy it special.
Mark Maron is
Sell us stamps. We're pretty old-timey down here.
Mark Maron is performing at Amazon. Remember, everybody, stamps.com. You can mail.
Boo.
Somebody's print your own package.
They're all getting hit with cattle prods to boo. Boo. Boo them. Boo the man.
Throw electric pennies at him. Electric Pennies, man. That was a great psychedelic rock band.
Let's say, yeah.
From Vermont, 1965. You go see them. Yeah, the singer from the Electric Pennies did too much acid, and now he's the mayor.
Now he became the mayor. He was high for so long. He's in charge now.
He runs the town. He's the one who came up with the idea of the syrup soiree. He's like, how are we going to get through the cold winter months? We'll cover ourselves with syrup in November, have a big hug fest. Everyone will stick together.
I love it already.
Body heat through the summer.
Mr. Pennies, I'm in love.
Mr. Pennies. Mr. Pennies is my dad's
Their
name.
eyes are just pure black. Their pupils are so dilated.
Our original band name was Mr. Penny's Sons.
Mr. Pennies and Sons.
Mumford and Sons. Does Mumford not have any peers his own age who would have started a band?
Mr. Pennies and Sons is what Family Dollar became. Once inflation hit.
The Electric Pennies are opening a new Dollar General. Doing their classic hit from the 60s, Come On and Feel It.
Come on.
Parentheses, the love.
You got any extra pennies?
I wish. Pennies are great because there's the whole thing of like how pennies aren't like they cost too much to make. Like it costs like a penny and a half to like make a penny. But not only that, it's like pennies aren't worth a penny in the sense of like I have to hold this.
I have to keep this in my pocket.
Like,
I have to grab this when I'm looking for a dime.
You're telling me I need 100 of these for $1?
I don't...
Pennies, collect 100 and you get $1.
It should be like a promotional thing.
Yeah.
If you can find 100 pennies, 100 of these worthless fucking
Get 100
pieces of shit.
jangly, dirty things.
Maybe I'll become a sculptor and melt down pennies.
That'd be cool.
For my art. For my giant, I'll sculpt that folded up American flag. It'd be like on fire at the bottom though. It's commentary.
What's the price? $5,000. Can I pay in pennies?
Can I pay?
Son of a
You,
bitch.
God damn it. Of course you can. I got to make more of these things.
That'll save me a penny and a half.
You telling me you have 5,000 pennies on you?
I'd actually prefer it if you paid me in pennies. Because I have to buy all these pennies and they cost a penny and a half per penny.
If you ever buy a copper sculpture, you should really pay them in pennies because they're just gonna put that forward. They're gonna invest it in their art and they're gonna sell it for more.
Like this is perfect. I would have the price alone would have been 1.5 times the price.
No one wants to buy your sculptures. They're like, it smells like blood.
Why are all your sculptures like 10% feces?
drips out in the heat.
Nope, don't touch your art. We don't want to get any fingerprints on it. Meanwhile, it's just everyone's fingerprints.
An entire country's DNA on every penny.
That would be great if aliens came down and they're like, we're trying to study Earth. We don't need to put your butts away, everybody.
Put your butts away. Can we just have one of those things all seem to touch all the time and never use? It seems like you guys all touch all those and just keep them and then put them in like a bucket or something.
Yeah, there's so much data.
Just give us like 5 or 6 of those. We'll be good. Yeah. If we can get one for... If we get one from the 50s, if we get a hay penny, we've got you guys down for like 200 years.
It's like a butterfly effect thing, but with 1 penny. You just touch it, and then suddenly you just see, oh my God, I'm in the bottom of a car. I'm in an alleyway.
I'm disabled.
A child thinks I'm worth something.
I'm in a well.
I'm being used for a wish.
Being wished upon.
Yeah, it's like there's that thing like a dog's purpose. How about the life of a penny?
The life of a penny.
And it's like Oliver Stone's new film.
Yeah. No, it's that's Richard Linklater's new thing. He follows a penny from the mint for 20 years.
It's Rich Voss's new thing where he does comedy for a penny.
I know my worth.
Now Richard Linklater is following. We go from the copper mines. We see these children working for like food and medicine. They're all orphans. They're struggling. Then the copper comes across the seas. We pass Somalian pirates.
Yeah.
We finally get to America.
It goes in Rich Voss's mouth because his tooth fell out. It gets melted down, and Rich Voss tries to perform dental procedures on himself.
The copper gets melted into a cool earring for a teen. Then it gets melted again into a penny.
Back into a penny.
Where we see it used to be flattened into a buffalo.
Is there like a penny recycling box? Like how you know how you like to put the plastic bags like in front of the grocery store? Is there a place where like I got some messed up pennies?
I'm done with this.
I got some pennies. I'm done.
I'm done with these.
Coinstar's gonna take a penny out for every penny I put in.
No, I've once every like 4 years I'll wash all my change. You don't wash change?
I would love.
You're not making the world a better place.
What do you wash? You put it in the washing machine?
I usually get a big bucket. I try to do it when I have access to a strainer that I'm going to throw away.
So every 4 years.
Yeah, it's every 4 years when I'm like, every time I make pasta, I'm stabbing myself on the edge of this wire strainer. Time to clean the pennies.
Time to clean the pennies.
That's my ad on TV.
So you're just keeping all the pennies?
Well, I clean them, and then I roll them.
And then you get $3.
And then I turn them in. And then they're like, thank you for cleaning these pennies,
these
sir.
Are so clean.
Do you want a sucker? These suckers are for everybody. Nope, they're just kids and people who clean pennies.
And clean pennies. If you'd come in here with dirty pennies, I would have smacked your wrist off.
What if a kid comes in with clean pennies? I'm gonna have to talk to my manager.
Let me get Jeb.
Let me get Jeb Bush on the phone.
There's more than one Jeb.
Nah. Jebediah is great because it's Jebediah, and then there's also Jedediah, and it's like, we don't need 2 names. And you both shorten them to just J-E and then the letter.
Let's just do Jeb. We're good.
Imagine those are your kids. You got twins. This is my son Melissa and Krillissa.
Okay. I'm going to leave this dinner party.
Krillissa, take care of your younger sister.
We wanted to make her feel special.
Yeah. We knew that
and
Melissa's
my mother's name.
Here's what I want to do. I want to go up to a show up in a town I've never been. Like when I'm headlining. And just come in full Joker makeup. And then walk up to the host and be like, hey, when you bring me up, will you mention my podcast? Okay, I'm going to go wash my face.
Will you bring me up?
When you bring me up, will you? It's pronounced Alton. Okay, I'm gonna go get this makeup.
I'm gonna
off.
go wash up. I came from the con in town.
I came from an edgy kid's birthday party. I came from an abused kid's birthday party that for some reason his parents are willing to they neglect him in some ways.
But they want him to have a good birthday.
Yeah.
One day a year.
Me and the Punisher are gonna fight. And then this 8-year-old's gonna have a blast.
You come out and you're all washed up, your face is just covered in bruises. You're like, I told you I fought the Punisher.
That's true, man. Maybe the Joker wears all that makeup to cover up his bruises.
You keep dancing on stage.
Who wants to see the Joker dance?
That's what he opened with on the Johnny Carson show, right?
Who wants to see the Joker dance?
Or the Ed McMahon show, or what did they call Robert De Niro in that?
They called it a
Teddy Blumpkin show, or what was it?
Teddy Ruxpin Hour. Alf TV.
The Chevy Chase show. That's what
I think it was on the Greg Kinnear show.
I think.
Late night with Greg Kinnear. No, man, I'm gonna drink some of this juice.
Juice yourself up.
You got peanut butter. I got juice. I was just in Missouri.
We're on a vegan diet.
You know who's from Missouri?
John Hamm.
JWC.
John William Christ.
George Washington Carver. I'm sick of. Let's stop talking about JC. I'm trying to talk about GC with a W in the middle. And then you just sit down with a handful of peanuts.
You're just picking peanuts out of a thing of trail mix. Let's talk about these things. Do you know you have to cook these things?
I've got 12 apostles, peanut butter, Thai food, ants on a no, that's not what apostles are. You're just listing uses.
That's just uses of nuts. Well, did you know that if you put a pineapple circle on a piece of bread with some peanut butter on it, it's surprisingly good?
Some of those things, because he would just list shit that you can do with peanuts at like a public speaking event, in my mind at least.
Yeah, what? Hold on, what?
And it's like, in my mind, he's just trying to distract people so he can go, so an accomplice can rob their purses. He's just up there, electricity can come from peanuts.
You could get a peanut.
You can make a penny out of a peanut.
You know those wires they're putting up everywhere? You fill those up with peanuts?
You fill those up with peanuts, and then his buddy just gives the thumbs up while holding a bag full of jewelry. All right, that's the end of the list of peanuts.
And that's all you can do with peanuts.
Yeah.
I will not be taking questions.
I will now be leaving more jingly than I arrived. Significant more jingle in the carriage.
A lot more sparkle.
Yeah.
To ignore the sparkle in my pockets.
Someone robbed the town while this traveler was here. I don't know, but I better head on out. No, man, he's from Missouri.
They grow a lot of peanuts.
That's the end of our trivia portion of the show.
Why do you keep calling him JWC?
GWC.
Okay.
George Washington Carver.
Yeah.
Who do you think was bigger on Missouri's, like, the mural at the border on the river in Cape Girardeau?
On the river?
Next to the river. But hey, it floods sometimes. It was on the river wall, the retaining wall.
I think John Hamm was probably the biggest.
John Hamm is not yet on there.
But they have the outline, is what you're saying. Is Ellie Kemper on there
Ellie
yet?
Kemper.
Or is she canceled?
Oddly enough, Ellie Kemper is on there.
She canceled for being a debutante.
She's sitting on Rush Limbaugh's lap. Initially, we were just like, yeah, it's just some young redheaded girl. And then they were like, oh, Ellie Kemper.
No, Ellie Kemper.
Her and John Hamm hanging out. You think they ever kissed?
Hanging out after class?
Yeah. Well, he's her theater teacher. It's not like he's teaching her how the weather works. All right, Ellie, put up a cloud today.
One of those classic meteorology classes you take, and
no, you're a kid, and they're like,
oh, the water cycle.
Sure. No, when you're a kid
Cumulus?
and they're like, Tommy, you're like in first grade and they're like, Tommy, it's your turn to put the weather up. Look outside. Is it cloudy? All right, put the cloud sticker on the dry erase board.
And now everyone, look at the dry erase board. Open your eyes.
Now everyone, who's ready to learn about reading? And then the class is all like, God, we're really sold on this concept of reading. Mr. John Ham.
Mr. Ham.
Mr. Ham.
Mr. Ham.
All right, today, kids, we're going to learn about how you shouldn't smoke cigarettes.
Here's why I quit tobacco. All right, kids, the wheel.
You're not quitting tobacco. You're quitting a lifestyle. You're quitting freedom. You're avoiding. He just takes a drag. Independence.
Now, who'd like a drink? Scotch? Gin?
Ellie, I believe your parents are here to pick you up early. Just two people in white hoods outside the class.
No. It's from a dance, not a cross burning.
No, we're going to a ghost dance. That'd be great if it's true.
Imagine having that kind of pride about a pointy white hat where you're like, well, we did it first and we're not changing.
We're not changing it.
They stole it from us.
Who stole it? What?
The Kemper family is suing the KKK, and everybody's
I see now.
oh, wow, that's great. And then no, it's just intellectual property.
That would be a great argument. I guess people kind of do this. Never mind. I mean, say the way that the Nazis went back and they found all the no, look, we found a swastika on an old potted plant.
Yeah.
Means we've been around forever.
There's always been Nazis.
You just do the opposite, and then you're like, I shouldn't have been canceled for doing that weird arm salute. Because look, I found a thing on a cave wall where a guy's doing it. I'm copying him. The Nazis and I are just drawing from similar influences.
It's the anxiety of influence, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone's stealing from somebody.
There's just too much
It's about
flavor
making
in the
it your
pot.
own.
When I saw a swastika, I thought Indiana Jones is great. Maybe I could work this into my art.
I just loved Indy.
Yeah. No, that was when I was a kid. My friend Matt and I watched Indiana Jones.
Loved Indy. Jones, Vampire Weekend, Animal Collective,
Annapolis. No, man.
Your friend found a swastika in his on his arm or
He's
something?
got a birthmark. He's got a black, perfect birthmark that's almost like a tattoo. He didn't get it till he was 19.
It's gonna be amazed.
It didn't develop. No, we and him, we watched Indiana Jones when we were in 7th grade. Not 7th grade, that would have been way too late.
Yeah, come on, man.
We were in 2nd grade and we watched Indiana Jones. And then we were doing a math test where it's like, oh, here's just 20 questions on a paper. And then everyone swap it with your partner. And then just put a check when they get it right. Or whatever.
Both put swastikas.
Smiley face. And then Matt and I were like, let's draw those things from Indiana Jones. And so then we just drew swastikas 20 times on a piece. Because it was each question. And I remember distinctly being like, we should have picked an easier symbol. I can't
remember which way it goes.
I have to do this every time she says the answer to the math question. And then our teacher saw it and was very upset and was like, you boys are disrespecting the honor.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't do him wrong, and she wasn't just like, I'm happy my class is so peaceful.
The peaceful class. Very worldly.
Such a peaceful, worldly class. And from a 2nd grader?
No, but she was like, you guys need to go home and talk to your parents about this. I'm not even going to explain it to you. Which is that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Because if we're kids drawing swastikas, what if our parents were white supremacists?
Yeah, what if we went in there and we're like, they got mad at us? They're just going to come kill you.
No, or they're like, my teacher said that you guys should explain what this means.
Son, I've been waiting for you to ask.
Smart teacher, deferring to the...
You got to defer to the pop.
Well, let me tell you, there was a group called Hindus. Is a Nazi who's really into world. He's like, no, we absorb things from their culture.
You gotta. It's like critical Nazi theory. Plays the whole history.
I've just been reading theory. Yeah, it's like, do you think like, I mean, they're all off Twitter, so they're on their own like whatever Twitter.
Yeah.
But do you think like Nazi Twitter is equally, they're all arguing over like specifics? And they're like,
it's got to be black on red.
You haven't read the right reading. We've all read Mein Kampf, but you need to read it in German.
It's not my job to educate you about veganism, okay? Yeah. If you want to be a good white supremacist, you should look at veganism on your own.
The term master race is problematic because it defines our existence based on someone else's existence. Why do we have to be a master over? Can't we just be our own people?
We don't have to be in charge.
You're disrespecting history.
We just want to be left alone. We deserve the same rights as everybody else.
Everyone come over for the kraut pie dinner. Kraut, what's a dessert they could eat?
Schnitzel. Come on, dude.
Schnitzel.
A Danish. Wait, that might be for somewhere else.
You know what? I always feel like, because you'll hear when you're reading about like, the Japanese and the Germans teamed up and the Italians. Yeah. But Finland was in there too.
Yeah, they were.
People everyone forgets about Finland.
Well, everyone just forget about Finland.
That is true also.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But
Finlandish Nazis. Now that just sounds like I'm playing D&D. I have an 8 personality, and I'm a Finlandish Nazi
with a cool crossbow.
Yeah, a cool throwing star.
It's shaped all weird. It always falls.
It does not fly well. In fact, if I throw it backwards, everyone gets happy.
Everyone starts smiling.
Yeah. That would be great. It's like a Two-Face thing where he's got the coin. And it's just a guy flipping a swastika. He's like, which way is it going to land, buddy?
Oh, all right.
You going to have a good day or a bad one?
Well, what do you do for a living? Want to hear some jokes?
Today's your lucky day, Siddhartha. Come sit with me under a tree, pal. Let me tell you who really runs the world. All of us.
All of us together. And none of us. It's very interesting, the duality.
Two sides of the same coin. Some Nazi who's like very pacifist, and they're like, no, you just kind of got to accept that, like, this is our plight in life.
This is what
the
happened.
Jews control everything, but I'm just hanging out, man.
I'm just hanging out. I'm not going to do anything about it. I've made my peace.
I've made my peace.
I'm just trying to sit here, fucking hang out with these cool new people I just met from Finland at the bar.
I was a Nazi, and then one day I was at Half Price Books just buying whatever I could find with a symbol on it. Got home, all of a sudden I'm like, hey, we're all one.
We're all the same.
Yeah, man.
Does it really matter who's the master?
I might be the brains of humanity, but we need a toilet of human.
Aren't you your own master?
Yeah.
And why's it got to be a race, man? Slow down.
Can we all just get along?
Why's it got to be a
pretty
winner?
Cool. No, but seriously, whites only. Whoa.
Hey.
Hacky Sack tournament starts in 10.
Bring your bongos.
We're all on the quad.
Get your hula hoops.
Everybody meet me on the quad, but then specifically a larger swath of the quad that includes roads awkwardly going off of the quad.
Yeah, a weird swastika racetrack.
Yeah. I made a map of campus and I only highlighted certain parts.
Well, they say NASCAR is just a bunch of left turns.
That would have been a great, like, if Parks and Rec existed in a more edgy time. You have Adam Scott's character, instead of getting kicked out of being kid mayor for making a dumb, like, ice thing,
yeah,
he gets kicked out because he was a town planner who accidentally converted a bunch of roads into one-ways and made the city square a swastika. And then he got booted out of the town.
Well, if you come at it from the other side, this is one of the most peaceful roads in Pawnee, or wherever the fuck he's from.
I'm going to drive through it backwards and just chill.
Yeah, why don't we all just agree to back in to these roads, and we'll all relax a little bit.
Everybody chill out, man. They just invented shit like close-ups, because it was that early on in film.
Yeah.
That it was like no one had done things like a close-up or like a reaction shot and like shit like that.
They were just too busy trying to get Buster Keaton to pick up all those bricks or whatever on the
like,
train.
Buster, you fucking destroyed this house. We were all supposed to stay in this goddamn house.
They say he did that in one take. It's because it's a blooper.
Yeah.
That fucking house wasn't supposed to fall over.
Buster Keaton's like, if they're not going to pay me more, I'm just taking the nails out of the fucking set. I'm going to sell these nails.
Yeah. All of Buster Keaton is just bloopers. They're like, I can't believe he did that. It's like, well, he didn't have a choice.
That'd be great.
Somebody kept throwing fucking... What's the wooden posts in the middle of the train?
We're releasing Taken, a serious dramatic action film. And then we're also releasing Taken 1.5, where it's a comedic cut using scenes of Liam Neeson slipping and flubbing lines.
Pissing his pants.
I have a very specific set of pills. Pills? What am I, having a fun night on the town?
Steve Martin could not stop slitting people's throats during the Pink Panther.
When Harold Lloyd jumped off that, he was hanging on the clock, and he jumped down, he landed on a bunch of fucking people. People forget that.
People don't remember that.
He was up very high.
The people who were holding those like firemen, like the fireman thing, they all were taking a smoke break.
They should bring those back.
They're still there.
The big things that you hold out and then it's like, oh, those are still there?
What are they going to replace them with? And
drone?
Don't say trampoline. That's not going to work.
Is that how they came up with trampolines?
Someone was watching a fireman and was like, what if I made that dangerous?
The fire department was just like, look, people keep lighting their house on fire so they can jump out of a window.
And bounce around on some fabric.
And bounce on this. If we don't start selling these.
It's like a brewery where they're like, it was getting boring working at this normal brewery, so we wanted to make a fun one.
Yeah.
So we invented trampolines.
Yeah. No, it was like, well, now you got Firehouse Subs.
These firemen are really into side gigs.
Yeah.
They've invented trampolines, we've decided.
We invented jump rope because we'd have the fucking hose out. And
they invented opening up the fire hydrant and having a good time.
Yeah. We invented summer in the city.
That was written by firemen. It was written by Firehouse 312 in Nashville.
That would have been great if in the 60s there was like some psychedelic. Yeah, Lincoln, Nebraska's House 312, the psychedelic firemen. I'm hosing off. I'm hosing off. On Nuggets.
It's a track 3, disc 4. And millions of people died.
Yeah. In the back of their music video, you can see a house burning, people dying while they mimed a song.
Yeah, not plugged into anything.
Like, thank God we didn't do it live, or you would have heard the screams.
Thank God this is a dub.
You've heard of Beatlemania, and then it's audio.
Now what about Pyromania? Start a fire and we'll play your arson.
The kids are going crazy. Ah! Parents are freaking out. My house is gone.
The parents hate them. But the kids are
But
dead.
the kids think they're hot, hot, hot.
The kids think they're hot, hot, hot.
And then it's a child on fire.
They're ready to
flash it
jump
3 times.
into their love.
Kids are jumping wild. And then it's someone jumping out a window and being caught in one of those things, but they do it in reverse. They do the quick reverse. Kids are going wild.
Yeah. What are the kids going wild for these days?
Firehouse Subs.
I heard Tyler, the Creator, put out a new album. Is that what the kids are into still?
It's funny how old I am. It's like,
I know.
It's like Tyler, the Creator. I remember seeing him on dorm walls 8 years ago.
The kids must still be in love.
Yeah.
They haven't moved on, right?
No, to be honest, I went when I was in Carbondale. I was fucking around. I went to the mall by accident.
Nice.
I was trying to find a postcard, and they said that there were postcards in the mall.
Yeah.
But to be honest, there was nothing in the mall. It is so depressing because it's like you walk and it's like empty store, empty store, empty store. A Journeys with one employee crying. Empty store, empty store.
Journeys with one employee wiping her eyes on the sock rack.
Yeah. Empty store. An American Eagle that has a clearance sale.
Is on clearance as a whole.
Buy the franchise.
Buy it. Buy it now.
Yeah. No, I went into there's a Hot Topic, and I was very high, and I was walking this Hot Topic. Instantly, all the employees were like, "Can we please help you?
Can you please buy?
Please.
Can I just have $1 if you don't want to buy anything?
Just give us something to experience, for the love of God."
I was in a mall recently. I was in a mall too.
So we've got
Don't think you're so special.
Looks like we've got a title for today's episode. Mall talk. What mall did you go to?
Hurstbourne.
Were you not there?
A person I was with wanted to go into Lush.
That's why everyone goes to Hurstbourne Mall.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know. But they had a big thing that had like an old-timey, I don't know why, but it had like an old-timey candle sticking out of it. It was like a big, tall mason jar that was full of almonds instead of like pebbles or whatever, or sand or
that'll bring people to the mall.
Whatever you would normally put in like a thing that you try to stick a candle in.
That really equals out the whole easy shopping of online.
Yeah. And I looked at him and I was like, can I eat one of those, you think? And she was like, no, absolutely not. Don't eat one of those almonds. Don't embarrass me. I'm like, I don't know. Why can't I just eat one of these? I'm sure they're free samples, right?
Yeah.
In this soap store.
Did you eat one?
I did not. An employee came over on our way out and she was like, did you not find what you need? Did you not find what you need? Did you not find what you need? Did you need a job? Can you work? Can you cover my shift for tonight?
Is there any way, can I help you find anything? And also, do you have any ideas on how to get people?
Can you help me find something else to do with my life? Maybe we can help each other. I will rob this place blind if I can work wherever you work.
No, man, I was at the mall. When I was at Hot Topic, there's some shirt that was like, "Take me to prom," and then some band name or some shit. And then I was like, "That's," dude. And I didn't really think about it. And then when I was staying in a hotel, and I pretended like I did the old. What? I thought the time zone was... My God. I'll check out in a moment, I swear.
I am so sorry.
Yeah, but the person at the door had that shirt on. And I was like, I had just woken up, so I just went, I just saw that shirt at the mall. And then I closed the door. Some like 19-year-old working at a hotel.
You didn't ask her to go to prom?
She was asking me, but I'm going to Google what that shirt was. Prom shirt Hot Topic. And singer. Nope, I'm not finding anything. No, but whoever that person is, whoever has something about prom, they're clearly the new hot person.
They're the hottest person.
Because their clothes was in Hot Topic.
They're the Hot Topic.
And then I saw they have employees cleaning hotel rooms.
Yeah. A 19-year-old maid. The economy is booming.
How do you... Can I Google like the Hot Topic current lineup? Is that like a thing?
Google "Take Me to Prom" T-shirt.
I did, and I get nothing.
I did, and the police are coming.
I did, and my girlfriend's very mad. Yeah, I can't. I'm not finding anything. I'm finding like a lot of. I'm not finding a lot of stuff. Oh, this is funny. It's just a regular T-shirt that says, "This is my prom dress." You should wear that.
Yeah. That sounds like a girl I dated in high school would wear that to prom.
You should wear Sure.
And I would show up just like naked and be like, "What? We have to leave?"
Just a 45-year-old guy with a "Take Me to Prom" shirt. That's hey, I'm trying to
This
go.
is my. I want to go.
They won't let me buy tickets on my own.
I try to go into the cafeteria at lunch every day. Say I need 2 tickets for me and my
Take me
sweetheart.
out. Wait, I found this shirt. It's not about prom at all. I did find the shirt.
It's about riding the lightning.
No, it's it's some sort of ghoul. It says misfit. No, it's a shirt. It says Melanie Martinez, can't wait till I'm out of K-12. And that shirt was being worn by like someone who's out of high school, presumably.
Melanie Martinez, can't wait until I'm out from K-12.
Well, I think the Melanie Martinez is the artist's name.
That seems like a really good way to is that a t-shirt where he's like, I'm a pedophile?
I don't know. No, I think Melanie Martinez is probably in high school and has a shirt in Hot Topic.
I don't understand.
Why aren't they president yet?
I don't understand at all.
When you Google this person, the top question is Melanie Martinez
Out of
real?
K-12.
Wait, she's 26 years old. She's been out of K through 12.
Well, that's why they don't have the shirt anymore.
No, they do have it currently.
They had it in fucking Carbondale, where they probably haven't they haven't sold a shirt from that Hot Topic in 5 years.
Man, if you want to buy the Melanie Martinez can't wait till I'm out of K through 12 t-shirt, your only size options are medium, 2X, and 3X. Wait, K through 12 is a...
Is that like a record label? Did she have like a bad record deal? Was it like a Taylor Swift
This
situation?
would be great if it's one of those situations where the more we learn, we're just like, oh, this is cool, and we don't know what we're talking
We
about.
just don't know what's happening.
K through 12 is the Trump presidency.
That's ketamine and then a weird hallucinogen
And a
that we're
number.
not cool enough to know about.
Oh, man. K through 12.
Best schools in this area?
Yeah, like,
no.
Can we just like make a podcast that's like high school hangout?
Let's just go to a Hot Topic and look at all the t-shirts
no,
and
I
then
mean,
come back and talk about it.
no, our podcast is just us talking about high school and being in high school. And our merch is just like, man, high school sucks. That's my vibe.
Let's try and sell t-shirts to Hot Topic in the same way we try to sell CDs to local stores. Just walk in and be like, I got some t-shirts. You guys want to buy them on consignment?
You wanna buy
I'll come back and check in a month.
I make my own Ramones shirts.
I bet I could beat your supplier's cost.
I know Tommy.
Tommy said it was cool.
I cleared it with, you just look at the shirt. Tommy,
yeah. In the Hollywood Bowl in '83. It's when we talked about these t-shirts.
we met when they toured with AC/DC at K through 12.
I'm just gonna go finally take all the clothes out of my parents' pockets, out of my parents' closet, and just take it back into Hot Topic. And be like, I'd like to return these. Like, I don't know if I don't think we have a record of selling 8 different System of a Down t-shirts.
I don't have the receipt, but this 3 doors
I mean,
down
congratulations on your weight loss. These are all XL. No. I look dumb.
shirt. You're out there with 3X. I can't wait till I'm out of K-12.
Yeah. I
I
also went into the Lego store, and they had a very ornate like typewriter one.
Oh,
And it looked like it worked because there was like a piece of paper rolled into it.
yeah.
And I was like, does this work? And the girl who was working there was like, oh, yeah, totally. But all
means it
she was
doesn't
like, she was like, oh, yeah, totally. But all it does is just leave a tiny little soft imprint on the paper. I was like, oh. So it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It works in the same way that I can press down on those piano keys on that piano Lego set, but that doesn't make music, right?
Well, you could put a little bit of ink on the...
I was thinking that. That's a lot.
Yeah. That is great. You're like, I'm working on my album. Or no, I'm working on my novel. What work do you have to do on it?
I gotta build the typewriter
Build the
first.
typewriter.
It's 8,000 pieces.
It's all out of Legos.
I figure if the ideas are going to come from scratch, the typewriter should come from scratch.
I'm like John Mao.
Yeah, I have to build my materials.
Yeah. I'm going to make a film, but first I'm going to go into the woods and develop a camera. How about this shirt? Prom, ? And then below it says A, yes. B, A. C, B. But that's not how quizzes work. It's not like you choose.
Yeah, no.
It's not like the answer is A, true, B, false, C, you explain it.
You figure it out.
D, it's true, but here's why. E, it's false, but here's why.
The D is an essay section.
Yeah.
It'd be great to get a multiple choice. Be like, can I just write the answer down next to it?
If you answered true to question 8, then go to question 12. If you answered false to question 8, then go to question 9.
Choose your own quiz. Just frantically flipping papers back and forth. God damn it.
I think I can just figure out the answer to this if I just read all of them.
This is a weird way to learn math.
I'm going to go backwards from the correct answer.
I'm going to go backwards from congratulations, you've gotten 100%.
Exactly. Just going to go backwards. It was calculus, so it's like, okay, the graph looks right.
That looks like a right curve.
Calculus is so stupid because it's like, here's a bunch of crazy math, and then the end result is a line on a graph that has a curve. And you're like, what? Now what? Like, no, this is just what we wanted you to do.
What do I do with the curve?
You should call it curves. Someone going into a curves gym
With their TI-84. How the fuck do I figure this out?
Yeah, damn. I've seen a lot of numbers, but it's just on these scales.
He'll call us back pretty
Now,
quick.
in the one episode of Larry Sanders Show, he's just hanging out backstage the whole day. And then everyone's like, why is Kevin Nealon here? And he's like, hey.
That's what I should do at my old job. Just show up. What the fuck?
Come on, man. You got a problem with me?
What the hell? What's the big deal?
I've been coming here for years.
I've been here for so long. I figured I'd just come hang out.
Yeah.
Help you bust some tables. Maybe you can give me a little money.
Hey, I'm not trying to get my job back, but
Can I come into the restaurant and make money somehow?
if I serve some tables,
Can I keep the money?
could I get the money from those tables?
I don't want my job back, but can I take the blue section today? I noticed. I know everyone's car. There's only 3 in the lot. I know you need 4.
Not trying to work. I'm just trying to see if you need a little help.
You just need a little help.
Trying to help you out.
You don't got to put me on the payroll. I'll be in and out. I quit again 30 minutes in. Fuck, I hate this.
Eric, you can't quit. You said you didn't work here. No, I do work here. That was a scam I was pulling.
I got you.
Serving tables? That's what the job is, dumbass.
I got you.
I got you, but now I realize I don't want what I got, so I'm out of here.
You never
But
know
for
what
the record, I did it.
I did it, okay? So listen, JT, if you just cash out table 3 for me, then I'm leaving. He's like, I'm not doing it, I'm busy. Well, then fine, I'll stick around. I'm not a quitter. You already quit.
So if Stephanie wants to give me her card for the POS system, I'll just transfer my tables.
I show up
And I'll
early.
pick up the cash from you tomorrow when we're open.
I show up like 10 minutes early, and someone walks in, and I'm just at the computer being like, oh, man, you guys deleted my number.
That's cold.
That's fucking cold, man. I thought I'd come in and help you guys out. You don't gotta pay me, the customers pay me.
Don't worry, I ran it in under my old number.
It's like, that's my number. Yeah, I know everybody's number.
Yeah. Some guy named David just has a bunch of
Is that
new
trash
orders.
can on fire? Well, I wanted to clock in.
Why is the trash can on fire?
I'm burning trash cans.
I'm burning trash. I'm figuring to help you out with the heat.
Try and get on burning bridges with my hero.
Nealon. Kevin.
Kevin Brennan.
It'd be fun to recut Seinfeld with just like a real hard metal guitar for all the like music.
Seinfeld, if you kind of got like a little bit
we
more...
gotta go to Bob Sacamanos to get the baby's wig.
If Seinfeld kind of got like a little bit more like a perm type thing and kind of combed his hair different, he could sort of look like Dave Mustaine.
Yeah. He looked great. Seinfeld's very handsome.
Do you think Dave... Yeah, just like Dave Mustaine.
They're
both beautiful people.
The hottest bachelors of the 80s.
Do you think Dave Mustaine bought a Mustang with his first paycheck?
Dave Mustaine's Mustang? He's ever like a house party and he spills a bunch of wine all over like a white sofa. And then he's like, hey man, you know what you get when you invite Dave. Must stain. And then his wife's friend is like, that'll be $5,000. You should have told me this sooner. I could have gotten club soda and a towel. But instead you just went into the corner with a notepad and just wrote what I
assumed was a check.
What I assumed was this bit. I would have preferred it to have been a check.
At the time I assumed it was a check.
Yeah.
Looking back on it, it was clearly you.
This weird wordplay.
No one chews on a pencil that much writing a check.
Yeah. People don't usually workshop and check.
I don't usually see the back of them and their arms kind of moving around.
I'm not hitting weed. I'm just letting Eric's joke land.
No, it landed, baby. It landed with a hot thud.
I'm giving it what it deserves.
Landed with a hot thud. You're just over there. I'm trying to spin gold. You're just over there smoking weed and farting.
In one hole, out the other.
Yeah, you should figure out how to do that trick, but just have it come out your ass.
That's the
Instead
dream.
of burping it up.
No, my goal is inspired by this show from having the freaking whoopee cushions. I want to have a whoopee cushion in my back pocket, and then I want to do like 3 minutes of jokes.
Yeah.
And then go, all right, everybody, but let's like talk about, and then go to sit on the stool, and then just the whoopee cushion goes on.
Sounds like you already got it figured out, man. You want to cut that
No,
out.
I don't.
You're going to ruin the surprise.
I don't, because I can't get a whoopee cushion to stay inflated.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to have to get one of those fancy ones we talked about with the fucking metal little bit. But then you're going to have to get big pockets.
Yeah, I did it
Judging
one
by
time.
how you get paid, your pockets are pretty small.
Hey, now. Comedian pants for comedians and bartenders. It's just cargo pants with the huge thing for ones. No, man, it was great. After the one show on Friday, the booger's going to pay us, and he's like, so he's paying, it's me, and like he's paying me in the future, and it's like about like $500 total being dealt out, and he's like,
believe that.
He's like, all right, Dan, here's your money in hundreds.
And then here's yours.
And then he literally gave that person in fives. And I'm just like, you could have split.
Come on.
You could have given her one of the hundreds and me 20 of the fives. Like, Jesus. I think it's probably sexism, because he was probably like, Dan's a male comic.
Yeah.
Wallet. Small.
Yeah.
She's a female comic. Purse.
She's going to put it in her bra.
Big. If anything, giving her all these fives, she's going to get a date tonight. He's going to look stacked out there on the town.
You split those up between each cup.
Are you a Pamela Anderson comedy? Because you're fucking stacked.
Pamela Anderson is the Pamela Anderson of comedy. Stacked is hilarious.
No, I meant, are you a Pamela Anderson comedy? Okay, whatever. We've talked about this before on the show, but I still will never forget how excited I was for the episode of Stacked where Carmen Electra guest starred. Because in my mind, I was just like, wow, it's like having fucking Putin and Obama doing a duet.
They're gonna do.
Goddamn. It's like the Lincoln Douglas debates.
Who's gonna win?
Who's gonna win?
It's gonna take 4.5 hours.
Who's gonna win? My 11-year-old pre-cum.
They should free Pluto TV, man.
Pluto TV is free.
Is it?
I think so. I watch a lot of Tubi.
Tubi?
In my mind, in the world of streaming, it comes down to 2 categories, baby. Are you ready for it? If you at home, can you guess what joke I'm going to do?
If you can.
If you can, call in.
Flip back
and
to
tell
episode 63 where the punchline will be the first thing we say.
No, man, seriously, it's all like to be or not to be. If that's what you guessed, you won.
A free subscription to Pluto TV.
Pluto TV, where we don't have a dumb name.
The home of sports and The Hulk by Ang Lee.
Netflix. We're the least embarrassing branding of any of these companies. So, if you don't want to look like a fucking jackass, having Peacock as your home screen, you turn on your TV.
When you bring a date home, do you really want Peacock? Do you want to watch something and then Peacock pops up?
Peacock pops up? No. You want, let's go stream an episode of Seinfeld. You pull up Amazon, suddenly it's like, why do you order bulk fungal cream?
For you.
Yeah.
I noticed your odor.
When we're here at Netflix, we don't say what you've been buying recently. We don't say that you've been buying non-reinforced boxers that don't have a reinforced crotch because you don't need it.
I've never noticed that. Like, yeah, I never thought about that. Like, if you try to get Amazon Prime, like if I brought up Amazon Prime
don't mix
with
like
a lady, it would be on the side. It would just be like resistance bands, and then she would just start laughing and leave.
Yeah. No, because I'll watch Amazon. Like I use my girlfriend's Amazon Prime to watch it, and whenever I'm like using it on my laptop, she's always like, "Don't look in the what I've been buying stuff."
What do you think she's been buying?
Usually stuff for me, like
okay.
keep away spray. I want to be able to spray a dish.
I like an aged ghost pepper spray.
Ooh.
Like a smoked ghost pepper spray.
There's people out there who are like, I make homemade hot sauce. I crush a tomato into paste.
Take a bite.
I spray mace.
Take a
into
bite of
jar.
this chicken. There you go. All right, open up.
I maced it. No, it's like you go to those like, you ever like breakfast shit where they'll give you like a shot glass of like Tabasco and like lemon and lime juice and like pepper and shit.
Yes.
No, that's a great. I didn't know. The anticipation was killing me there. No, but it's that. But your server just sprays some mace. Holy crow! My eyes are watering. I mean, the taste buds are flowing, buddy.
Aren't they?
All right. Well, I put your order in, and it'll be out soon. And then the server leaves the table and goes, "Fuck! I gotta put the order in. I already sprayed them.
I already fucking forgot. Can I get this on the fly? I already sprayed them.
I already sprayed them.
God damn it, Susan.
Hold on, I'm bringing something in. Where are napkins? Is it under add-ons?
How do I ring in napkins?
Bring a napkin.
Next time I'm training a job, I'm going to ask that. They
The
ask for
table just screaming in the background.
They ask for napkins. Is there a button for that? Or should I just bring it over?
When I worked at Steak and Shake, they'd get really mad when we wouldn't put like lemon on the water. Like they
in
wanted us to
general?
ring in lemon if people got
my
lemon on the
God.
water. Because they're like, we need to keep track of it so corporate will like give us lemons. But it's like, that sounds like Steak and Shake corporate was like, we found a way to fuck over franchisees.
Yeah, that doesn't sound
You
accurate.
need $50 a month for lemons. Prove it, buddy.
Prove it. You spend the time.
You making a lemon shake? I don't think so.
We're spending the time ordering it.
Yeah.
You got to let us know when you need it.
Yeah. Which then I was always like, why don't we just order, like once a month, just order 1,000 lemon waters? Like just clock me in for 2 hours.
I will order.
I'll get a stool at the station. Lemon water, lemon water, lemon water. The whole restaurant got a lemon water, and now they're getting up, and now another table of the whole restaurant came
A tour bus pulled up.
Another round of lemon water.
Another tour bus pulled up.
And then meanwhile, Someone's marrying the manager.
A Steak and Shake CEO's pager goes off.
God damn.
What the? Whoa!
Holy cow.
Usually it's because we're out of shake.
No, man, we were by Kroger, my Steak and Shake that I worked at. And one time we were out all the shake stuff, and they were like, what are we going to do? And then someone just went, we're out of shake. And then a customer got really mad. And then the manager went, we should probably just go buy ice cream and milk. And then he did. He ran over and bought like milk and ice cream.
There you go.
Yeah.
We only have vanilla, strawberry, and Stephen Colbert's Americone Freedom. Actually, we don't have that one. I like this one.
So I'm keeping
I
it.
think I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to expense it, but I'm going to eat it real
That
quick.
is a great flavor, man. Stephen Colbert's Americone Dream. Do you remember? I always wanted to try the Willie Nelson Peach Cobbler that came out simultaneously. But I was too much of a Stephen Colbert guy.
You were too much of a Colbert diehard.
I was a pretty big.
Still are, right? I mean, his show's great now.
I watch it every night.
Just as good as it ever was.
I say whenever I'm out, I say, what time is it? I got to get home and watch Stephen Colbert.
Sorry, guys. I got to
And then my
home.
boss goes, it's 5:20 p.m.
Well, it's on reruns.
I've got to go.
My TiVo's about to delete it when it records a new episode of Desperate Housewives.
I have my TiVo set to delete.
I bought the cheapest model of TiVo. It only stores 3 shows at
It
once.
keeps me on my toes.
I bet your TiVo's full, isn't it? He's like,
Yeah,
you know what? You're
lazy
right.
asshole.
You know what? You're right. I am 8 episodes behind on Colbert.
Why don't you stop worrying about what I'm not watching?
Worry about what you're not watching.
No, man. Stephen Colbert, I would vote for that bridge to get a bridge named after him.
Oh, my God.
I was one of those. I was like, yeah, man, wrist strong.
So you're a dweeb.
Now it's like I need one of those wrist strong bracelets because when I watch Stephen Colbert, I'm doing this. Jack off motion.
Not an actual jack-off motion like I'm jacking myself off. Sarcastic
jack off motion.
When he's crying for the 8th time that episode.
Yeah. No, he was cool because you're like, Stephen Colbert, he's funny and he's a Christian.
Yeah. That's all you need.
Yeah.
It's just like him,
It's just him and me.
you,
Can I? Do you think
Jim Gaffigan.
do you think I could brand myself? Not like brand myself as a Christian comedian.
Just start telling people you're Christian all the time?
Yeah, just start like put that in as like part of like my
Bio.
yeah, like my vibe. But like I don't change my material at all.
Yeah. No, Dan Alt is a Christian comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, I just am a Christian comedian.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with my content.
No, I keep it separate. It's just who I am as a person.
Separation of church and comedy.
Separation of church and this guy's great.
Am I turning my son into a false idol? A false idol. That's me trying to drive a stick shift.
The false idol. I don't go. That's a good one.
I don't even know if that makes sense. I think it does.
How about this one, man? The other night when I was on the road, I got taken by a pool hustler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just sitting next to a pool reading a Hustler. I was just lost in it for hours.
Sunburned.
Yeah, it's a pool Hustler. It's like a laminated Hustler that they keep next to the pool. It's like on a string.
It's in a binder.
You can't leave the pool area.
It's in a binder and it's tied to it with a...
If you're going to Vegas, watch out for those pool hustlers.
You're like, this looks pretty long. You try and take it in the bathroom and it yanks you back right at the last second.
An alarm goes off. This guy tried to leave.
Someone tried to hustle the pool hustler.
No one hustles the pool hustler.
The color of cum? I don't know.
Hey.
All right, that's as good as anything. Fuck 27.